Is your brand ready to navigate the AI revolution? Okay, so I like to say that there are the three big A's are the things that we can't avoid, and that is AI, automation, and Asians. And yes, friends, I can say that because I'm Filipino. So what I really mean by Asians is outsourcing. So today we're talking about AI, and why that matters is that whether you are building a personal brand, if you are growing a business, whatever your goals are, AI is not going away and is absolutely part of the mix. So make sure you stay tuned because we're going to talk about that today. AI isn't just for tech giants or big e-commerce brands. It's an entire culture shift that's revolutionizing the way brands communicate with their audiences. And if you want to position yourself and your brand as the go-to choice, you need to be aware of the role that AI plays in your business so you don't lose focus and you don't get left behind. So the question is your business prepared? Hi, I'm Jennifer Kam, but you can call me Jen. I'm the founder of the Master Brand Institute, and here we guide founders, experts, thought leaders, and entrepreneurs to build a wildly profitable personal brand from the inside out through the power of team, identity, messaging, and experiences. I upload a new video every Friday, so be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, click the bell icon so you're notified when new content is available. Now, on to today's video. I want to share some examples of how AI is reshaping the future of branding for expert-based businesses, along with the dark side, what you need to be aware of when it comes to using AI in your business and what you can do to prepare. How is AI reshaping the future of branding for expert-based businesses? So the first thing that's happening now that is actually really happening is that you can create avatars that look like real humans to represent your expert-based business. Some of you will ask, should I even do that or not? Is that weird? And my answer is, I would not jump into that right away. Now, you might go, oh my gosh, this video is on YouTube, and this advice might not age well. I actually believe wholeheartedly that AI's job for your expert-based businesses is to help you with productivity, is to help you find and research information about your audiences, not to replace your entire persona or your entire messaging points. So when I talk about, the question of should I use AI in all of my personal brand building goals, my answer again is think about it as a productivity hack. Think of it as a research and development opportunity that will help you actually shortcut the groundwork that you need to learn more about your audiences. What do you need to be aware of when it comes to using AI in your business? Also known as the dark side. You don't want AI to replace the authenticity in your voice. You don't want it to be not made from you. Again, as I mentioned earlier, AI is a perfect and a great tool for researching what your avatar or your audience wants to hear from you. But in terms of you actually speaking from your authentic experience and expertise, AI, in my opinion, should not replace any of that. In fact, if it does, you will start to become a commodity. You will start to sound like everyone else because most of the people who aren't really experts are going to be using AI to shortcut their marketing. And I'm like, don't shortcut the marketing, shortcut the finding the information that people are interested in or helping you to organize those thoughts in a way that will help you message them better. But if you try to replace your authentic messaging with AI, you're going to actually get lost in a big crowd instead of standing out. And that's actually what people want. In fact, in this world of AI, people want to know that you're a real, live human being. Like right now, you might not believe me, but this is actually an avatar that I've created in AI to represent me. Just kidding. It's really me. I know that not just this video, but other videos and content that I'm going to create over time will allow people to realize that, oh, she's the real deal Holyfield. She's actually showing up and talking about what her experience and expertise are. And so don't be tempted by that lack of ability to shortcut all the things that you do in your business. If one of the things that you're worried about is, well, Jen, then how do I stand out as a unique messenger? How do I, without AI, communicate why people should listen to me? Well, I'm glad you asked that, because we have an incredible framework that I want to tell you about right now called the unique message model. And the unique message model are the 6 things that you absolutely need in order to position yourself as unique and different than anyone else that's doing what you're doing. And yes, there are tons of people that are doing what you're doing, but after 20 plus years of researching what makes people different, I can tell you there are actually 6 key things. So let me tell you what they are right now. So the first thing you need to know is your brand archetype influence mix. And the good news is, if you want to know what your brand archetype influence mix is, you actually can take that for free right here on this page. You'll find the link under this video or in the description of my YouTube channel. So that's number 1, knowing what your brand archetype influence mix is. And it's actually 3 different archetype voices that you can use to sound unique and on brand. For example, my brand archetype influence mix is the ruler, explorer, and lover. And if you were to study my videos, you would see that that voice comes through when you start to learn more about archetypes. And the good news, again, is that I give you that for free right here on this page. The second thing that's part of the unique message model is your values, okay? So understanding what your core values are, and if you don't know what your core values are, or you think you know what your core values are, let me just give you a little hint. Your core values are made up of 3 things. Your vision, so the future you, and what the future you would say to the person that you are right now. Your voids, which are the things that are missing right now. So it's your present self, and that present self wants to solve real problems in the world and are able to say what those problems are and how you fix them. And number 3, your violations, which typically come from your past self. So your past self is the you that actually, let's say for me, I actually left the corporate world and became an entrepreneur back in 2006 because I was passed up for a big promotion as an executive, and realized that the reason that even though I was the highest performing person in my company, I did not invest a lot of time playing golf with my boss. And I found out that golf and relationships actually are a bigger reason than even your expertise. And I realized that that was a violation. And so in order for me to become an entrepreneur, I realized that my biggest value was not just ambition, but it was to be autonomous. And so autonomy is actually my highest value. So it's an example of one of my core values that makes me different. And when I talk about my business, my brand, how I help people, I really talk about autonomy a lot. So that's an example of how to use your values as a unique positioning in your messaging. The third piece is your stories. Everybody loves stories, right? So storytelling is what moves the world. And one of the biggest and most dangerous things that I see on these online streets and on social media is that they say, hey, you should talk about all your stories. No, you should not be talking about all your stories. You should talk about the stories that move the needle and move the wallet share towards your business and brand. And those stories are what I call approachability stories and authority stories. So approachability stories are what makes you like me. For example, I talk about, me being a mom. I talk about how I was in the corporate world and I jumped off into the entrepreneurial world. These are approachable to the people, let's say the women or people of any gender really, who have those potential 2 things in common. So what are the approachable things about you that are relevant to your brand? The second is your authority stories, right? So your authority stories are frankly things that you would put on your resume. They're things that you probably would put on your LinkedIn profile, right? It's your case studies about clients that you've worked with. And also authority stories can be things like when you've been featured in the media, or even that your brand is affiliated with other media stories that may not be yours specifically, but that the media is highlighted as important. The next piece of it is what we call your use case. And use case stands for unique solution expertise. And a lot of people, this is the one that they really need to dial in. They need to be able to tell people what is the model, the framework, the structure, the system, the process that you help people get to the solution that they're looking for, right? And so, for example, I'm actually just right now sharing one of my own use cases with you, which is called the unique message model. It's a way that we help people better communicate why they are unique and different in the world. The next piece of it is, what is your offer? Okay, so your offer is not just the features and the benefits of what you're selling. And by the way, an offer can be free or for fee. And what I mean by that is anytime you put out what we call a lead magnet, right? A way for people to get to know you. This video right here is a free lead magnet because it literally is me inviting you to learn something, and then hopefully you'll keep coming back. And my call to action to you is to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, to hit the subscribe button, all the things that I say to you at the end of these videos. That's an example of, this is an offer I'm making to you. So an offer is not just, hey, what's the big high ticket product that I'm selling, or even a low ticket product. Those are offers too. And the question is, do you actually know what are your for fee offers and for free offers, and do they work together in relationship to the rest of the pieces of the unique message model? And finally, the last piece is called the rich niche. Your niche is not a person. Your niche is actually the problem that you're solving. Okay, do you actually know the problem that you're solving? Because if you can name the problem, then you can go find the people, even using AI or other means, or Google even, to find out where are the people with that problem hanging out. For me, I solve for personal brands how to message themselves better, because I feel strongly that they don't have a marketing problem, they have a messaging problem. So where do people who want to learn to become better messengers hang out? They hang out here on LinkedIn. They are most likely authors, speakers, business owners who want to communicate their value to other people. So those people are on different platforms. And for me, I choose LinkedIn and YouTube to be my primary platforms to talk to people with that specific problem. If you know your problem, then you go find where they're hanging out, and then you create conversations. So there's a lot more to the unique message model. And when you take the brand archetype influence mix, that's one of 6 of the things. You'll also learn how you can learn how to do all of it when you go through that process. If you want to create authentic messaging and deepen your relationships with your audience, especially in the age of AI, then take that brand archetype quiz I mentioned earlier. It's free to take the quiz, and the link is in the description below. And that's a wrap on today's video. Remember, this YouTube channel is all about helping entrepreneurs and CEOs understand how to easily transform their team into what I call a unicorn team. If you want to better understand the overarching idea of building a unicorn team, check out this video here. And if you found value in this content, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below so we can get this video in front of more CEOs who need help growing their unicorn team. Be also sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon so you're notified when new content is released. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you get the right messaging and team to support and build the wealth, power, and leadership you are meant to bring to the world. Until next time.